Hey, what's up, everybody? My name's Tim, and I'm back again to help you improve your life. That is what I'm here for. Hope you're doing great. Hope you're having a good day today. And if you're not, I hope this video adds some value to your day and raises your mood a little bit. So, life is full of challenges, and I'm here to help you navigate some of these. Please hit the like, subscribe button, comment whether you like it or whether you think these videos are not cool. It really helps out my channel and helps it to grow. Okay, today we're going to be discussing your inferior and your superior self. There are two of you inside you right now. Your inferior and your superior self are they're in you, and they're kind of like a yin yang kind of thing, battling one another. And your inferior self is your lower self, and your superior self is your higher self. Now, your inferior self is who you are when you're in like a scarcity mindset, a fixed mindset, when you're engaging in negative thinking, when you're doing things that diminish you. That's who you are when you're inferior. And then your superior is who you are when you're in an abundance mindset, a growth mindset, when you're thinking positively, when you're being open-minded about opportunities and your potential. That is your superior self. It's no surprise that you want to always be moving towards your superior self because that's where it's at. I mean, your superior self has unlimited potential, and when you're in your superior, you're a cool person. I mean, you're happy. Your inferior self is like Smeagol from Lord of the Rings. Yeah, my precious, me precious. I can't even. I'm not even trying to do the impression, honestly. But your inferior self sucks in general. It's you when you're in your whackness. Now you're constantly floating in and out of these versions of yourself throughout the day and even moment to moment, depending on your activity. For example, if you're doing something that you're very good at and you're very confident, you'll be in your superior pretty much the whole time. You'll be good, you'll be feeling great. Like if you're in a flow state and you're in the zone, that's superior. But if you're like in a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class, and you're learning a brand new move and you're already new to jiu-jitsu and you're getting smashed because you're unskilled, you're going to be more likely going to feel like you're in your inferior. Now, if you can develop good attitudes and good growth mindset type thoughts, patterns, and behaviors, then you can do those tough activities and you can have a good attitude about it, and that will actually help you grow even more. So these are really, really important to work on. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to be more mindful of when you are in one of these states that's like not conducive to your success, because when you're trying to improve, you need to stay positive, and it's really easy to get thrown off track. So what you need to do to get rid of your inferior is you need to say, go F yourself, inferior. You need to say, go fuck yourself to your inferior self. Whenever you're aware that you're engaging in inferior self-thoughts or behaviors. This requires mindfulness. So whenever you start to do that negative self-talk I've talked about, when you're saying stuff like should and just and only and these kind of words, whenever you start getting into those kind of things, whenever you start feeling sorry for yourself or anything like that, being overly self-conscious, overly critical, you need to tell that part of you that's doing that, you need to be aware of it, and you need to tell them to GFYS, 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 GFYS. Don't do that. You got to be mindful of those behaviors. Don't do those behaviors. GFYS, get it out of there. If you can do that, you're going to start to be aware of your thoughts, and then you're going to be able to think the thoughts that you need to think to be in the mind state and attitude that you need to be successful. So years ago, there was somebody that was super lame, and I told them, I told this person, this is, so I'm talking about what to do when you're you. But once you can get yourself wrapped around you a little bit, then you're going to have more control. So when you're out in the world, you're going to run into people that are going to have this kind of energy and they're going to be coming at you. I told somebody to go F themselves. I said, go fuck yourself to somebody. And they did. They didn't go fuck themselves, literally. But they got out of my life. And they were gone. And I've literally maybe seen them once or twice ever since then. Never hear about them. I don't think we're Facebook friends, nothing like that. They're gone. And it was tough to tell somebody to go fuck themselves. But whenever I think about that, I always feel good. Because I did the right thing. Because that person needed to get the fuck out of my life. So I was like, GFWS. And they got out of there. So I can't say that you can never be afraid to cut somebody out. You can be afraid for the interaction, but you know that when you do it, your life's going to get better. So you have to remember that when you kick somebody out of your life, you cut them out, your life's not going to be sad and bad because they're not there anymore. It's going to be better. And you know that. You intellectually know it, but when you have to go through the confrontation, that's when it's challenging. Please excuse the phone in the background. I apologize. So you got to go through with it. You got to do it, and you have to. Yeah, if it's right to do the thing, then you got to do the right thing. If it's the right thing to do, then do the right thing. And you have to avoid the inferior. Avoid the inferior. This is ridiculous. This is like somebody who's calling the. It's so funny. The blood donation drive has my number. They will call me constantly. And they will want me to donate blood constantly. They call me like twice a day. They call me on my cell phone. I don't pick up my cell phone, call my house phone. They are literally vampires. They're literally blood suckers. Because it's literally the blood drive. So avoiding the inferior. The biggest thing you have to do is get the lack out of you. You have to remove these issues from yourself. So you have these issues that you're doing. And when you remove them, you create space. It's a really big thing that I talk about. You gotta create space, because without the space, you can't move. You need to be able to move. You can't move when you're all jammed up. You gotta create the space. This is a practice, avoiding the inferior. And like, there's these people that I know, and like when I'm out, I'm always out in bars, and I'm always doing like comedy and trivia and stuff like that. And there's this common thing that people do. They start talking crap about other comedians and bookers and things like that, and they do it. And I'm working to not engage in that behavior. When I hear people start talking smack, I'm just like, not gonna do it. Not gonna talk smack about people. I'm not gonna be part of a conversation, because I feel like in the time that I have out there, I could engage in some, schmoozing and talk smack about somebody, be like, ha ha, that person sucks, I hate them, blah blah blah. And I could do that, or I can just like, nah, hey man, you want to check this joke out, or tell me one of your jokes. You can actually say, hey man, you got a joke you want to run by me? Like I can give you a note on it or whatever. Or hey, do you know about this booker? Do you know about this spot? And you can do that, and it's way better. It's adding value. Because when you shit on somebody else, it's not adding value, and it's just creating this negative. It's not the worst thing in the world. Honestly, there's way more worse things. But the energy is bad to be creating and being one to cultivate. So cutting people out. Like, I've been blocking people online a lot more lately. You gotta block people, man. If people are whack, block them, dude. Like, or I playing techniques on people, being super nice to people sometimes is another thing that can like kind of calm them down. Like, I'm on Twitter and I have a couple thousand followers, so I get a lot more people trying to be funny and smack talk me and troll me than people that don't have that many followers. Like, I get a lot more of it. But I'm becoming inoculated to the bullshit. But remember, there's no internet trolls that are badasses in real life. 99.9% are unhappy losers. They're incel type characters, and they're losers, and they have nothing better to do. And they don't believe in anything. They don't believe they can be awesome. That's why they're talking smack. That's the only fun they have. So it's easy for them to spew weak rhetoric at you. So if they're messing with you, just cut them out. Cut them out. Tell them to go fuck themselves. GFYS. Okay? Because they're going to bring you into their inferior. So, I'm cutting out things that are not serving me. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to avoid these negative behaviors. They're hurting you. They're slowing you down. Cut it out. I haven't smoked weed in 61 days, and I haven't been. I've been nofap for a while. So I want to say this: I am on two different streaks that I've never that are longer than I've ever been on. So I'm in uncharted territory. So being in this uncharted territory, it's giving me this satisfaction internally that I'm achieving something that I've never done before. It's like I've actually said I wanted to not drink for 30 days. Dude, I've been drinking every day. Every day I've been drinking. I think I might have went 3 days without drinking alcohol since December 19th. And it's January 30th today. So I've only not drank 3 days in the last, 40, yeah, it's more than 40 days. Something like that. I I am more aware of my other shortcomings and what I need to do now because I've been removing certain behaviors and certain things that weigh me down. So the more that you can do that, the better you're going to be. But you have to go towards your superior. You have to remove the inferior. You have to go GFYS, the inferior self. You have to tell your inferior self to go fuck themselves. And you have to be aware of when you're being an inferior version of yourself. You have to go towards the superior. And the more you go towards the superior, the more you will see what you should not be doing, and the easier it will become. But you have to take those steps. And once you start taking those steps in yourself, it's going to be easier to do it in your life. And then you're going to be able to cut other whack people out of your life. And eventually, your life is going to be less cluttered. It's going to be cleaner. You have more space in it for new, awesome things to happen. So, I had a lot of fun with this video log. I hope you enjoy it. I hope this gave you some sort of positive benefits. If you like it, please hit like. If you don't like it, thumbs down. Comment, please. And please hit the smash the like button or the subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Follow me on Twitter, everywhere else. And I don't have any more things to ask of you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. You rock. Peace.